News 4 Jack starts right now with a breaking news alert.
Breaking now at 5 o'clock. Catherine, the Princess of Wales, has revealed that she's battling cancer and undergoing chemotherapy. The future Queen of England made that announcement earlier this afternoon, saying that she was diagnosed with cancer after undergoing abdominal surgery in January.
She says the diagnosis came as a huge shock. Princess Kate, she's just 42 years old. We're taking a closer look at what we know about this diagnosis. We go first to Janice Harris, who has more from the princess and her message to the public.
This announcement, Joy and Kent, just 2 months after Princess Kate temporarily stepped away from public life following what the palace said at the time was a surgery for a non-cancerous abdominal condition. She said the surgery was successful, but tests after the operation found the cancer had been present. Princess Kate released a video message today. We're going to play that for you in its entirety.
I wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you personally for all the wonderful messages of support and for your understanding whilst I've been recovering from surgery. It has been an incredibly tough couple of months for our entire family, but I've had a fantastic medical team who have taken great care of me, for which I'm so grateful. In January, I underwent major abdominal surgery in London, and at the time, it was thought that my condition was non-cancerous. The surgery was successful. However, tests after the operation found cancer had been present. My medical team therefore advised that I should undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy, and I'm now in the early stages of that treatment. This, of course, came as a huge shock, and William and I have been doing everything we can to process and manage this privately for the sake of our young family. As you can imagine, this has taken time. It has taken me time to recover from major surgery in order to start my treatment. But most importantly, it has taken us time to explain everything to George, Charlotte, and Louis in a way that's appropriate for them and to reassure them that I'm going to be okay. As I've said to them, I am well and getting stronger every day by focusing on the things that will help me heal in my mind, body, and spirits. Having William by my side is a great source of comfort and reassurance too, as is the love, support, and kindness that has been shown by so many of you. It means so much to us both. We hope that you'll understand that as a family, we now need some time, space, and privacy while I complete my treatment. My work has always brought me a deep sense of joy, and I look forward to being back when I'm able. But for now, I must focus on making a full recovery. At this time, I'm also thinking of all those whose lives have been affected by cancer. For everyone facing this disease, in whatever form, please do not lose faith or hope. You are not alone.
King Charles, who is also battling cancer, issued a statement in where he says he is so proud of Catherine for her courage in speaking as she did. A statement from Buckingham Palace says both their majesties will continue to offer their love and support to the whole family through this difficult time. Charles was diagnosed with cancer last month following a procedure for an enlarged prostate.
And Dr. Scott Ackerman is joining us right now. He's the medical director of the Ackerman Cancer Center and is an honorary fellow of the American College of Radiology.
Thanks for joining us. We all have questions for you. So, Dr. Ackerman, what are the potential types of cancer that are associated with this type of surgery? We don't know the details about Kate.
Right, that's the problem. We don't know the details. So she says she's had abdominal surgery. Abdominal surgery could be all sorts of things, and she's in her 40s. And so you can make conjectures what sort of abdominal surgery she had. She also said that they found out that she had cancer after the surgery. So it wasn't like she was going in for a procedure where they knew she had cancer. So if someone had colon cancer, and that's something that's possible in a woman in her 40s, you know that ahead of time. Or if someone had pancreatic cancer, you would know that before going in. So women in that age group, typically the type of surgery they have is gallbladder surgery maybe, or they have appendicitis and appendiceal surgery, or ovarian surgery. A lot of women in their 40s have what would appear to be benign ovarian cysts, and we go in and recommend removal of those. So for me, in my thinking, those are the top 3 types of cancers that it might have. But those, again, are those sort of surgeries that a woman might have in her 40s, abdominal surgery.
And doctor, you alluded to it to some extent, but also the age-specific cancer risk. What are some of the risks?
So cancer incidence goes up with age, and generally we see cancer more prevalent in older people. But there are plenty of women and men who are younger that get cancer, just not as frequently. And ovarian cancer is common in a woman of that age group. Colon cancer is not that common in women of that age group. And neither is liver cancer or pancreatic cancer. But again, those are the kind of cancers that we see.
Yeah, always better to catch cancer early, right? And so we know that there are various screenings we can do. What are your recommendations across all age groups on the kind of screenings we should be going through?
Okay, and speaking of catching cancer early, it's always nice when a cancer is caught incidentally, like this was, because that's frequently, there was no signs or symptoms of that cancer, wasn't diagnosed yet, and those are generally earlier cancers than later cancers. But screening, getting back to that, someone who's over 40 should have colon cancer screening, meaning a colonoscopy every year once he or she is over the age of 40. For women, breast cancer is something keep in mind. When a woman becomes 40, we recommend a mammogram every year. And even before 40, she should do breast self-examination. Ovarian cancer is not a good cancer screening for that. We typically meet with women, or they have the gynecological examination. If there's any kind of findings that are unusual, we may recommend a certain blood test, something called a CA-125. But it's not considered a regular screening for ovarian cancer.
Doctor, appreciate a lot of great information there.
Yes.
Really appreciate that.
My pleasure.
And our News for Jax viewers have been sending in their well wishes for Princess Kate. This user writes, I wish you and your family the best of luck and love with your treatment. It is a vicious disease. It took my brother at the young age of 55. My brother-in-law is battling stage 4 lung cancer now. You are so sweet and love seeing you and your family. Prayers to all of you, and see you when you are all healed. Another user wrote, I am shocked and saddened by your news, but hope and pray that you have a full recovery and live a long and happy life with your family, the people of the United Kingdom, and all of us around the world who wish the best for you.